Hello friends, welcome to DP Tutorials.
Please subscribe to DP Tutorials and click on the bell icon for notifications.
In this tutorial, let us learn about percent complete types in Primavera and its importance. It is very important to understand the percent complete types in Primavera because any mistake in these terms will lead to errors in critical paths. So let us learn in detail about the physical percentage complete, duration percentage complete and unit percentage type complete activities and their updation in this tutorial now. Let us consider this with a small example for this video tutorial. I have activity B with duration percentage complete type and activity C with the physical percentage complete type and the activity D as unit percentage complete type. These three with the same duration of 10 days and starting and finishing on same days, that is 6th September to 16th September. First, assume that activity B has started on 6th September and let's mark it as started in the status section. Next, put the percentage complete as 20% in this duration percentage complete field. Then immediately Primavera calculates the remaining duration automatically as 8 days. That is nothing but 80% of 10 days, which is equal to 8 days. Vice versa, if you change the remaining duration as 5 days, it will automatically change the percentage complete as 50%. That means both the percentage complete and the remaining duration are directly linked with each other when the activity is the duration percentage complete type activity. So this type of activity is very simple and that's why it has been set as the default feature in Primavera P6. Let us see the other case of physical percentage complete type where the activity is clearly tangible and can be completed without exactly depending on number of days, but it is dependent on the resources. Say for example, concreting or carpentry or any kind of activity which is directly linked with the resources. Let us update the activity C now. I tick this check mark to update as started on the same day 6th September and put the percentage complete as 20% in this physical percentage complete field. Carefully notice here the remaining duration is unchanged and it still remains as 10 days only. So, whenever you are updating the physical percentage complete type activities, you need to also mention the remaining durations, or else when you schedule your project, the successor activities will also be pushed as delayed and your critical paths will be definitely impacted. So remember friends, whenever you update the physical percentage complete type activities, you should be asking your teammates for the remaining durations. But asking for remaining durations would be a difficult task. So you may need to use the expected finish field here. You would be collecting the expected finish dates from your respective teams and input here in this expected finish field. Say for example, if you enter as 30th September and schedule this project, you can notice that the remaining duration is automatically calculated like this, so as the finish date. Now for activity D with the unit percentage complete, if you mark this as started on 6th September and put 20% in the percentage complete, it won't accept. So unlike the duration percentage type and the physical percentage type, it is recommended to calculate based on the labor units. If I enter the budgeted units as 10, actual units as 2, and remaining as 8, the percentage complete will be shown as 20%. But the remaining duration will still be shown as 10 days. So you need to update the remaining duration as well for this kind of activities similar to the physical percentage complete type activity. Got it friends? So the conclusion is that while updating your schedule for duration percentage complete type activities, you have to mention the percentage completion. And for the physical percentage complete type activities, you need to mention both the percentage completion and the expected finish date in Primavera. For unit percentage complete type activities, you need to input the labor units and the remaining duration as well. So remember friends, You need to carefully use these percentage complete types in your schedule. If you want to avoid confusion and complexity, you can use the default duration percentage complete type across all your activities. So friends, this is all about percentage complete types in Primavera and its importance. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial by understanding. If yes, please give me a like, share and comment. For further more interesting videos, please do subscribe to DP Tutorials. Thank you friends. Thanks for watching.